Hello, I'm Don Logan, Director of the City of Phoenix Equal Opportunity Department. Every year, the Mayor's Commission on Disability Issues celebrates disability awareness and recognition, and in doing so, honors individuals, organizations, and businesses for their dedication and service to the disabled community. This year's recognition includes Lifetime Achievement, Business Nonprofit, Community Service, and Educator Awards. Join me in celebrating these next 3 awardees.
Life is either a daring adventure or nothing.
The beauty of Daring Adventures is we provide outdoor recreational activities for individuals with disabilities and other life challenges. Most organizations really don't have the ability to accommodate special needs, and we do. We have the equipment for it, we've got the passion for it, we've got trained volunteers, and that to me is just the wonder of this organization.
When we started the program, we were really focused on doing river rafting, and we expanded from Grand Canyon to include other rivers, and then we started a program for teens, River Rampage, that brings teens with disabilities and teens with significant life challenges out to the river. And what we started hearing from everyone was, what's next? They had, tasted the Kool-Aid of outdoor adventure and they wanted more. And so through the course of many years, a lot of donations from organizations, caring individuals, a lot of volunteer help, we were able to slowly expand and expand and expand to where we now offer year-round outdoor adventure. We really try to meet folks where they are and where their interests are and help them to learn what they need to learn and progress.
I did a river trip through Cataract Canyon. I did a kayaking trip through Glen Canyon. I've been backpacking in the Superstition Mountains. I've been ice hockey playing. I've been camping, family camping. So many things with Daring Adventures. It changed my life.
We're all about the power of the outdoors. You know, our mission statement is improving the lives of people with disabilities and significant life challenges through the power of the outdoors.
The Everest for many people, you know, that we really allow them to challenge themselves, but we're there to be able to provide those opportunities and also the support mentally, but also physically, you know, so they can attain whatever level of, that they aspire.
I have a spinal cord injury. I was hurt in a car accident. Life isn't about how much I can do, but how much I can take it. And Daring Adventures gives people the opportunity to take those things in. You have to give up a little bit of your independence, but accept the help, and you can take in so much.
Luckily, I found out about Daring Adventures through some kayaking with park ranger in Lake Pleasant out in the Phoenix area, and told me about Daring Adventures. Turned out it was a perfect fit for me. I love helping people. This was like a perfect retirement fit, I think, for myself.
I'm proud of the organization, the incredible and it's a small but mighty staff that we have, but the incredible number of volunteers who give so willingly of their time, their expertise, their love of the outdoors to make these things happen. You know, that we are here 27 plus years later is really a testament to the power of this program of Daring Adventures. And I think I'm proudest that we've kept our mission alive, kept it going, and that it still as relevant today as it's ever been. It humbles me, and I take great satisfaction in that.
I've always known this organization is the only one that does this and does it so well that we are so passionate about continuing to keep informed, to learn about it, and to make donations. Never ending in my discussion whenever it comes up to the wonderful work that the organization does.
Daring Adventures is that reminder that all of us have a full right to be participants in life's adventures.
Because you guys talk about the real challenges and what it's really like to live life with limb loss. So,
for more than 17 years, Lisa Lindsay, founder of Lively Limbs, has been helping people with limb loss get back on their feet.
Yeah, years ago, I was working at a stable with horses with a friend, and she was in a car accident. And just before her 25th birthday, she became paralyzed. And so I had the opportunity to see kind of the struggles that she went through, not just emotionally adjusting to being paralyzed, but also the barriers that she faced all the time.
After her friend's accident, Lisa felt that people with limb loss weren't getting the support and information they needed, which in turn motivated her to make a difference in people's lives.
She goes above and beyond than anyone that I know. And because of that, she should be recognized because it takes a lot. She's not an amputee herself, yet as a prosthetist, she's very knowledgeable and she's really helped us in many ways.
You have to learn
Lisa's support group for amputee survivors meets once a month at Encompass Health Rehabilitation Center in Mesa. During these meetings, amputees learn, ask questions, and share their experiences and concerns in a caring environment.
The other thing is that they connect with others that are facing a similar challenge, and they just they don't feel that they're all alone.
In addition to Lively Limbs, Lisa volunteers as a peer visitor with the Amputee Coalition and Ability 360.
What I do is train members of the group or members of the community who have limb loss and train them to become mentors to others.
Well, the surgery before the amputation was I had total ankle replacement.
So I'm really just the facilitator. I haven't experienced limb loss myself and don't have a disability, but I just try to guide them so that they can help each other through this journey as they adapt to their life with limb loss.
Lisa has been taught how to be a good listener, have compassion for others, and accept everyone for who they are.
Provide them the tools that they need to be successful, help eliminate barriers in the community that make it more challenging for them, but just really being able to be all-inclusive and just, yeah, be a full community of all people.
Passionate about her work, Lisa is committed to providing hope and giving others the inspiration needed to live full, productive lives.
People will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they won't forget how you made them feel. So I hope that I can make a difference in someone's life, how I've made them feel.
The setting was perfect. The participants engaged and their communication devices helping to tell a story. These young people are here at the White Tank Mountains because of two key women.
I'm a speech language pathologist, but my minor was in special ed, so I've worked with lots of teachers and families, and I probably have the best job on the planet because I get to work here in Phoenix with a lot of families in their homes. We do out and about in the community.
When I was younger, I wanted to be a teacher of the deaf, and my aunt was a pediatrician, and she said that I could have more impact and interact with more people if I became a speech language pathologist instead.
Deanna and I started out and about I think 21 years ago. We'd help with a camp for people who use communication devices, and some of the students wanted to get together when we came back to Phoenix after being up in near Flagstaff for camp. And so we started this group called Out and About, and it just started growing.
Out and About has 3 chapters right here in the Valley and 1 in Tucson. It has also served as a model program throughout the country.
Jack-o'-lantern, is that right, Aggie? Yes. Is that it? Yes. Cool. The biggest thing to me is seeing people whose potentials are so amazingly unrealized, and then to see how incredibly successful they can be using a communication system and what a difference that makes in having relationships.
The most rewarding aspect about what I do is figuring out what somebody is thinking or feeling when other people say they don't know how to reach them.
For both these women, the reward for helping others is fulfilling.
We've done this for 21 years and we've had so much fun doing this, but then to get this outside recognition, it's not just for Deanna and I, it's for all the families who have been doing this, and some of them have been with us since they were 3 years old and now they're 25, and so it's just a really wonderful ongoing connection.
This is just amazing. I think that it's so important to be able to have opportunities to celebrate things that make us feel good, and I say, good job! And we can talk about what a great job we're doing and what a good job our people are doing and supporting them and helping them, and it makes me feel good.
Recognition and awards are a testament and acknowledgement of great work in the community. But this next awardee, the Detective Walter Olsen Lifetime Achievement Award, is someone who is extraordinary. It is presented to an individual who has made an impact for many years in lives of people with disabilities. Take a look at this heartwarming story of a mother and son and how they've changed each other's lives as well as others.
Ready, David?
This is a beautiful love story between a mother and a son named David. It's about justice and about providing a voice for those who can't speak for themselves.
Right now we're at Sammy's Cafe at Gompers. It's run by individuals with disabilities, and this is where my son attends a DTA a day program, and David is the inspiration behind all the work I do, and so we are having lunch together, huh, bud?
You have to know David to know Michelle. David was born 3 months premature.
And as a result, he had grade 4 head bleeds in both ventricles. So he had brain damage at birth. His first brain surgery was at 2 months old. And since then, he's had 33 brain surgeries. He has cerebral palsy, epilepsy, hydrocephalus. He has vision impairments, and he has a severe intellectual disability. And despite all of that, he has a smile that lights up a room anywhere he goes.
And both mom and son have been to a lot of places.
He's gone parasailing, he's done surfing, he's running marathons. He's done a lot of really cool stuff. We've toured Europe, he has been to Jamaica, and I just throw him on my back and we go up a mountain. And it's worked. He's tiny, I'm tiny, but he's tiny for his age, so it's worked, and those experiences mean even more. They have so much more value because he isn't supposed to be doing those things. Yes.
With a slight laugh and even a giggle, David pounds his fist to get mom's attention. Nothing slips by him.
I love you. I grew up in a single parent household, and I had a undiagnosed learning disability, PTSD, and ADHD. And so I grew up feeling very lost in a big system and unnoticed. And I think that's kind of what ignited my passion and my empathy for others. I started off in social work and realized I was working for systems, not clients, and I wanted the impact with the actual client. And so I decided that I was going to start a nonprofit and have my own mission and vision. I have a company called Teach Abilities. And basically our mission is to teach, educate, advocate vulnerable communities and empower them holistically. And that could be those with disabilities. I advocate for inclusion, justice reform, basically those populations that go unnoticed. my mission in life is to help them find a voice and empower them to use it.
Michelle is known in the community as David's mom, but she is also known for her outstanding advocacy work for social justice and inclusion. She never stops, earning her undergraduate degree and 2 masters while caring for her son. Just recently, she was elected as a Roosevelt School District governing board member.
I feel like being honored by the mayor is very significant because my efforts are very grassroots. I have a very different approach, and I feel like it's the approach we need for effective, sustainable change for our communities. So having them acknowledge that, even though I'm not a big CEO or I'm making a difference one life at a time, and for them to acknowledge that, it says a lot about who's running our city right now. I think I see the world differently. And because he was my only child, this was normal to us. And I just realized I was gonna have to work a little harder to get him to see and do things that other people often take for granted.
Congratulations, Michelle, for receiving the Detective Walter Olsen Lifetime Achievement Award.
The Mayor's Commission on Disability Issues addresses issues affecting people with disabilities in the City of Phoenix. The Commission provides input on accessibility to city facilities and properties, as well as public transportation needs for people with disabilities. For more information, visit phoenix.gov/EOD. Thanks for watching Phoenix TV.